Today I want to show you the decomposition of copper carbonate in the presence of lime water. Check it out.
For this experiment, we'll be using lime water, calcium carbonate, a flask, and a tube leading into a graduated cylinder, a stand, and Bunsen burner. Begin by measuring 7 grams of copper carbonate. Then add your 7 grams of copper carbonate to your sidearm Buchner flask. Next, add 100 milliliters of lime water to your graduated cylinder. Then place a stopper on your Buchner flask and put it on the stand for your Bunsen burner.
Now you're ready to ignite your Bunsen burner to put underneath the copper carbonate, which will decompose and turn black into copper oxide as it releases carbon dioxide gas, which will travel through the tube into the lime water. Lime water is calcium hydroxide, which will undergo a double displacement reaction with the carbon dioxide gas as it precipitates calcium carbonate, a white insoluble solid that will fall out of the solution. Check it out.
And as we're heating our copper carbonate, you can start to see it darken as it turns to copper oxide, and you can see bubbles being released in our graduated cylinder. Those bubbles are carbon dioxide gas. You can start seeing the edges of the copper carbonate as it turns to copper oxide is darkening. Eventually it'll turn black. And after just a few minutes, you can see that our lime water has started to precipitate calcium carbonate. That's why it's so cloudy. And you can see that our copper carbonate has now decomposed into copper oxide as it darkens around the edges, releasing carbon dioxide gas. Here's a closer look at our lime water. It has changed from calcium hydroxide as it precipitates calcium carbonate and turns to that milky solution. Just an amazing double displacement reaction. Here's the balanced equation for this amazing double displacement precipitation reaction. We start with reactants calcium hydroxide and carbon dioxide gas. We have 1 mole of calcium hydroxide, that's the CaOH2, and we have 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas, that's CO2. When those combine, it creates the products calcium carbonate and water. We have 1 mole of calcium carbonate, that's the CaCO3, that's the insoluble solid that's white that falls out of the solution. And we have 1 mole of water, H2O, in this amazing double displacement reaction.
I hope you enjoyed today's edition of RamZland, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this presentation, be sure to remember to like and subscribe.